parents, Tyler here, and welcome back to At Home Videos. Remember, these are designed to help you, the parent, continue the conversation at home. Because like we say every week, the conversations that you're having at home as a family are more important than the conversations that we're having at church. Now, we are kind of wrapping up a series that we started a couple weeks ago called If Walls Could Talk. And this series has been based around the idea of family. And so we said, regardless of how your family was formed, how it functions, what it looks like, it is the most influential thing in the life of a young person. So in the life of your teenager, your family is more influential than anything else, more so than their friends, more so than the culture in which they live. And so we're kind of wrapping up that series by talking about this one thing. And this one thing, it's this idea that is really easy to receive and very difficult to give. When we give this thing away, it's like not fair at all. But when we receive it, we don't think about the idea of fairness. And it's this idea of forgiveness. See, when we receive forgiveness, it's pretty easy because it doesn't really require anything of us. But when we give forgiveness, it requires a lot of us. It's not fair, but when it's given to us, we don't think about the fairness. And so we're going to look at a story from Matthew 18 when Jesus tells a parable about a servant who was forgiven by his master, but goes and doesn't forgive the person that's under him. And basically the idea that we're talking about is that forgiveness when we think about it, we need to think about not what other people have done to us, but what Jesus has done for us. Because at the very end of the story, Jesus talks about that if we withhold forgiveness from others, God will do the same for us. And so this is a really, really big idea, especially in regard to family, but it even goes beyond that. It goes into friendships and other relationships that we have. And so maybe if you would ask this question of your student, why is it so difficult to forgive? Maybe even start there. I mean, that's kind of an open-ended question. Why is it so difficult to forgive? And then maybe ask them the more practical question, who do you need to forgive? Who is it in your life that you need to forgive? And maybe it's you as the parent, maybe it's a sibling, maybe it's somebody else outside of the family. And so we're kind of wrapping up this series tonight. We're so excited, and next week we'll start a brand new series. But until then, we love you guys, and we'll see y'all